Hello Generals. In this video I'm going to be discussing a tool that you can use called reorganizing and how you actually do it. So first let's take a look at my army. I have just finished boosting my army with replacements. I have brought in a couple new units. I brought in Iverson and Baylor here. They're brand new rookie brigades, and notice their efficiency is like 11, so they're really low. I brought in a new 10-pounder ordnance, and his is also 11. In fact, after you get rid of all of these recruits that you receive at the end of a battle, you can put your cursor over it, and it will give you the statistics of those average recruits. In this case, it's efficiency 11, morale 9, stamina 10, firearms 11, and melee 11. Okay, so those new recruits are very low quality. But let's say we're starting to have a problem where some of our soldiers are getting to be too good and some of them are too bad, and we want to kind of strike a happy medium. Let's take a look first at my artillery. Okay, here's a 10-pound ordnance battery, and if you notice, the command, which is 66, is greater than 45. Now remember, efficiency. Remember, to take full advantage of the efficiency value, your command must be greater than the efficiency. Okay, in this case, it's 66 is greater than 45, so this battery, when in play, will operate at full efficiency. Also remember that command value is derived from both the brigadier and the division commander. And if you lose your division commander in combat, when you come back after the battle, you'll see that the command will be like somewhere down here. You lose anywhere from 10 to 20 points in command value. So it's always good to have really high command, actually, just in case you lose that first division commander, although you can't always get that done. Now let's take a look at my 24-pound howitzer battery. Now here you see my command factor with this colonel is 51, and his efficiency rating is 60. Well, what that means is that when this battery goes onto the battlefield, it will be fighting at an efficiency level of 51, because the command value caps the efficiency value. You must always, if you want the full efficiency, you must always have your command higher than your efficiency. Now, as we go along playing the game, we'll find that there are certain batteries, such as a 24-pound howitzer. I found that 10-pound ordnance is also very good at racking up kills. And very quickly, these efficiency numbers will get really high. Sometimes they'll get up to 80, 90 efficiency. And you will not have a commander who will be able to take advantage of their full efficiency, because they just don't have the command statistics. So what do you do when you run into a problem like that? Well, let's say that is the case that we're dealing with right now, and our efficiency has far outstripped our ability to get the full efficiency out of a unit. Of course, in this case, the easiest way to fix this would be to get a better colonel. See, he's just got a little bit here. Here's a colonel here, Donald Arnold, who has much better stats, and if I put him in there, okay, he's still low. So let me see. Let's take a look again here. Okay, he's only got 45 efficiency. So let's change this back again like this, and let's put Arnold there, and see, Arnold for 10-pound ordnance easily covers the efficiency here. And now if I put this brigadier here, now he covers that efficiency. And not only that, but notice how by putting that brigadier in there, we just got a second perk from that. Okay? Notice how that works. Okay, that's something to bear in mind. This is especially true when you have units that are very close to getting to their second perk. I don't know if I have any other. This one here, I believe, is 86. Okay, so if you can, these guys will up your efficiency ratings. Your officers will up your efficiency ratings. All right. So in this case, so let's go ahead and I'll just give him accuracy here. All right. So anyway, let's say for the sake of the exercise that our efficiency rating was like 80 or something here, and we don't have a commander who's capable of taking the full efficiency of that battery into battle. Or let's just say that for example, you do not want to. You're getting ready to fight a grand battle, and you don't want to bring in a battery that has only 11 efficiency. So how can we fix that? Well, we're going to use what is known as reorganization. And the first thing that is really important is that you drive the number of recruits you have to 0. Okay, that's your recruit pool at 0. Now, so that I can get, and see, in general my artillery is pretty good. 45, 60, 31, and 11. Okay. Let's say that we're going to go to, like I say, into a grand battle, and we want the best artillery that we can have overall for the whole army. In other words, one in which basically everybody is at the same quality. They may not be super duper like the 24-pound howitzer, but at the same time they won't be really bad like this 10-pound battery here. So let's go ahead and show how we do that. Once we drive that number down to 0, then we can start reorganizing. And it doesn't have to be 0, just as long as it's not 3,000. If it's 30 or 40, that's okay. Remember, a battery is 25 men per guns. Okay, so I believe that this is like 300 men. So what we do is we go ahead and we disband our artillery. Okay, so I'm going to disband my artillery. Now notice when I put my cursor here, now notice the efficiency, notice the stats have changed. Efficiency is now 47, morale 72, stamina 34, firearms 65, and melee 12. That is because the troops that I've now put into the pool have averaged themselves out. And as we put in worse recruits, those numbers will go down. Remember, let's take a look here. Efficiency is 47. So now let's take this 10-pound battery and let's disband him. 47 it was. Now let's take a look here. And now you see the efficiency's dropped to 35. All right. Okay, this one has 31. He has 31. He has 39. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to disband all of these artillery units. Okay. All of them. And now that all the artillery units have been disbanded, everything's been disbanded. If we put our cursor up there, we'll see that our efficiency rating is now 32. Now, you might say, well, that's that's not all that great, but it's, because we had a few batteries that were, a couple were 40 and one was 60, and now if we redo all these batteries, everybody's going to have those same stats. And we may think, well, that's not the greatest. Well, let's take a look and see what happens when we actually reconstitute the artillery. Okay, so let's start with my 24-pound howitzer battery. Okay, Is it 12? Create. Okay, so see, he's got 32, just like the recruits. 32. But he also gets this perk. Okay, and this is why I normally go for physical training is it fills in stamina and adds to efficiency. So you see here, efficiency and stamina. So it fills in these numbers and makes this unit an overall better unit, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and boom. So now he's up to 37. So that's not so bad. 37 is a pretty good unit. All right, and what we'll see is, as we reconstitute these guys, let's just do this. I'll do this real quick. Okay, 37, and they should, I believe, all be 37. There we go. So those are the artillery batteries before. Before mine were much better. I had 1 2-star. But we still have some more. I have 596 up there. Blew that. So one battery was not totally reconstituted. Great. Okay, and let's see what else we have. 12-pound howitzer. Let's do him. 12. Oh, what am I doing here? I do know it. Okay, artillery brigade. 12-pound howitzer. I won't be able to get 12 out of this because I don't think. No, because you see, I didn't make sure that all of my batteries were at 300, which is something that's easily done. So it said he's going to be at 11. Okay. And there you go. And this guy, notice he's 37 and 37. Command is just barely in there. But if I can, let's see here, what I can do, for example, is I can, let's see, Kemper. He's got 45. So let's put him in there. See, he's got plenty of command. He can handle those guys. And then we go to, and we put Kemper in there instead.
Yes, sir.
And now we have excess capability. And so this is one way that you can manage units when for example your 24-pound howitzer gets too powerful and you don't have commanders that can cover him. Now you may not want to reorganize all of them. So for example, if you just reorganize, let's say you took maybe your 3 best and then just disbanded your 3 best and put them back together again, you would drop that 64 number that he had before down to maybe say 50, and then he's still covered by his command. You get the full efficiency level, but now you've got 3 batteries that are at 50. So I mean, it depends on how you want to work it. I mean, if you want all of your folks to have basically the same level of efficiency, you can do everyone. The good thing about that is a brand new battery will not start at 10 like Iverson here, who's really down here. Let's take a look at him. Okay, for example. All right, let's see here. Now see, look, if you look up here, this gives you the excess, so you can take a quick look up there and say, you know, this guy's gonna, okay, well, you know, okay, So basically, I'm just looking at here. Now look, now see, he's right on the line there, so I need at least something like around 17, 18 or whatever to get that guy up. So what I'm going to do, let's go ahead. Let's say, for example, let's try just for example, let's say we want to get that new brigade of infantry, and we want to get him from having such horrible efficiency numbers, so we can get rid of him too. Now let's take a look at what we got here. 22. So that means if we reconstitute them, it'll be at around 27. So they should have, they should be able to get a perk there. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see here. Okay, so there's 2,000. Create that, and there you go, 27. And now we do it again. $27. And now we go over here and we redo this guy. And 27. And boom, just like that, that guy who once had the same statistics as him, this guy has never seen battle, is now at 27. Okay, and notice I also have a couple of these guys here, so I don't know, it's still not enough. Still not enough to, I don't think, to get Kemper another battery. Nope, because you need 25. I could have just done a little bit less, and I would have gotten another battery for another guy for Kemper. But this shows that you can, what you can do is you can move your guys around a little bit, and yeah, you know, this one ends up with a little bit less or what have you, but what you do is you can raise up the efficiency of brand new units so that you can count on them to actually fight halfway decently in a battle and not run the first moment they get shot at a couple times, like maybe this unit will. Okay, and so see, look here, 22, 23, 20, 28. Iverson is now at 27. He's a reasonable brigade, and that's how. And there you go. And that's how you do it. So you can either do all of them. You can do one or two or three, just to raise up one, just like what I did with the infantry there. I got rid of 2 infantries and a brand new guy. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get my artillery back up. This we're just gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens here. I'm gonna disband him. I'm gonna disband him. And now we're gonna disband him. Okay. Back to first corps. Infantry brigade. 2,000. 31. So he's pretty reasonable. Okay. Let's see. We had somebody else. There we go. Equip. He should be at 31 too when we're finished. 31. Okay. Now, looking at the numbers here, he's got efficiency of 26. So let's go to Kemper here. I'm not sure what will happen here. We'll just go 1 like that. And there we go. And so now I've got my battery up to full. I've got 1,277 left to do. So 1,277. Create. And there we are. And now the 2 we made from our last battle, we made 3 new units who were at one time with efficiencies down at 10, and we've taken the 2 infantry regiments and we've brought them up to 1 to 27, 1 to 31, and this guy from 10 up to 37. We have, of course, dropped down, some very powerful units, but they will build up rather quickly again, and you won't have to. You'll have an army that's a little bit more homogeneous, and you won't have any trouble with command. Of course, you know this is one way to go about it. You don't have to do it to everybody. Like I say, it's good to have a couple good batteries, 2 or 3 who are really high in efficiency, just like it's good to have some elite units, so you don't want to mess with those guys. Okay, this was just an exercise in showing how you can reorganize your forces if the efficiency level is getting too high and you don't have the commanders to be able to take advantage of that, or if you are facing a grand battle and you have maybe a couple units who are rookies and you want to get those guys up so that they will be a help to you in the battle and not a hindrance where you have to watch out what's going to happen to those guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it informative, and that's it for now. Bye.